What's the point? See the dog? For people who don't run, that's a question that I get a lot, especially from my wife. Why run? There's no point to it. You're just running to run. There's no goal. There's no activity involved, like a sport or anything like that. Like, why run? Or at least that's a lot of people's reasonings why they don't run. They just feel there's no purpose to it. I want to take today's vlog, just briefly, and talk to you a little bit about running. It ties with our passage for today, don't worry. The whole, like, what's the point thing. So. The first thing to note about when I run, I don't listen to music. I just like the silence. That's just how I like to run. Another point for me in terms of why I love to run is it makes me feel alive. Kind of like the movie Chariots of Fire with the awesome music in the background. I don't listen to music, so I don't have that luxury right now, but just, it makes me feel alive. I love doing it. And the other point is usually there's some kind of goal, like I'm training for a race or something like that. Currently I have no goal, but still I love to run. And lastly, not to mention the health benefits of having an active runner's lifestyle. Just beautiful. Not bad. So the pace that I had, like the 8 minutes 33-second minute mile pace, whatever, was like an entire minute improvement from my previous run that I did like a week ago. I was just blown away. It was awesome. I clearly had to shower, because I didn't want to be Senor Stinky Pants talking on the vlog, so here we are. It is day 161, and we are doing the second half of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 through 12. Today's vlog was kind of focused around the run and tackling this idea of what is the point? Like what's the point of running? And we asked this question about a lot of things. There is no greater search when it comes to humanity when we ask that question about our purpose. Like, what is the point of us being here? And that's exactly what Solomon is doing. He's discovering and learning what is it that truly satisfies man? What is it truly that brings man to a place of contentment, of fulfillment, of genuine happiness? And what is man's purpose? There is a constant theme through these chapters, and it's this idea that Solomon is presenting that the same thing happens to everyone, whether you're wise or you're fool, whether you're a hard worker or you're lazy. The same thing in the end happens to everyone, and that is death. And death, Solomon basically says, is not a respecter of persons. It happens to everyone. And because of that, he questions, well, why should we be wise, or why should we work hard, or why should we strive and be diligent in these different areas if everything is, the end will be the same for everyone? And he even seems perplexed because he talks about how it seems as if the evil and the wicked are getting the reward that the righteous and the wise should get. And then to him it appears that the wise and the righteous are getting the due that the wicked and the evil and the fool should be getting. It just doesn't make sense to him. And then we also see Solomon just acknowledging, like, okay, God, you are greater than any of us and all of us, and who are we to comprehend God, and who are we to figure out everything about God? And we're so finite, and God is so infinite. And there's this acknowledgement that, God, you are greater than us. But, really the kicker here and the focus is in chapter 12, in verse 13, when Solomon sums it up and says, this is the end of man, this is the purpose of man, this is what man is created for, and is to fear the Lord and to obey his commandments. Once again, we have to remember this guy, Solomon, he conducted the greatest experiment known to man, to learn what is it truly satisfies, to learn the end purpose of man, and he had all access of anything he could ever want at any moment in time. And this is what he comes up with: to fear the Lord and to obey his commands. And it's just a beautiful reminder for us that we walk in this awe, we walk in this fear, this respect of God, and realizing that he is so far above us. And because we're so blown away by the fact that this God who is so far above us loves us, wants intimacy with us, right? We go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 5, that it moves us to want to follow him and obey him. And this really is not a matter of opinion. To some people it might be, but the fact of the matter, we see it in God's word. This is man's purpose: to fear the Lord, to obey his commands. There you go. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, that you share this video with someone else, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.